Going on, everyone? It is D Dun here, the average gaming dad, and this is going to be the last episode of Oakland A's franchise rebuild here on MLB The Show. Before I get started, as an Oakland A's fan, uh, I'm feeling a lot of things right now. As we had our last home game yesterday, I actually took the day off work and the day off today. I did the 999 challenge where you try to eat 9 hot dogs, drink 9 beers in 9 innings. I got to 6 before I had to tap out. Um, but it was just a really emotional day. The franchise leaving Oakland, the last home game to a sold out crowd of 45, over 45,000 people. We got the win, um, and it was a good way to go out, but it was really sad also. Um, so anyway, I wanted to do this last night, but after many beers and being very emotional, I thought it best to just to not stream. But we're going to do it today, and we're just going to. This is going to be a strictly sim episode. I'm going to get through. So we've gone from 2023 all the way up to 2029. We've done now 7 seasons. We won 3 World Series in that time, and multiple playoff appearances. AL, like, we won the division once. We have ALCS. We won the ALDS and ALCS games multiple times. Like, I think if this had happened in real life, you would look back at the Oakland A's and consider them probably a dynasty. 3 World Series in 5 years is pretty incredible. We had some, unsung heroes that really stepped up, um, and kind of made themselves known. Like we really truly developed some great players. Case in point, Seth Brown. He was never really, a highly rated player. I don't think he ever broke an 80 overall. I think he was at 80. And, he went on to have incredible seasons. He won, off-season MVPs, World Series MVPs, Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers, like all of it. We manually upgraded him to be potential. But like, it's just, and he's been in the green and gold the entire time, which I love. We saw the development of rookies Zach Geloff, who's now almost 30 years old and unfortunately having a really bad year this year. But we saw, the development of Zach Geloff. We saw the development of Tyler Soderstrom. Both rookies, both, would go on to have amazing MLB careers here. And then, drafting, right? We went out. One of our first draft picks was Stuart Orr. We got him, I think, in the 2024 draft. Played in the minors for a couple years, and now is an 87 overall. He's had, not like elite success, but a very, very good pitcher. Matsui was a top prospect. Andreas Gillian was a top prospect. Orozco had a really good first couple years. Who else did we have? Like, just a ton of guys that we got to see come in. We went out and spent huge money on Yordan Alvarez to bring him in free agency, like a move that you would never see the Oakland A's make in real life. But here we went out and made the move, and he was an MVP. I think the last time that the Oakland A's had an MVP was like in the 70s, so that was pretty incredible. I don't know. All in all, like, it was just, I think, a really, really fun series. And so I just want to probably sim the next few seasons, see how things pan out, and Maybe we'll win some more, maybe we won't. But let's go ahead and get to this offseason as the Marlins defeat the Rangers in the World Series. That's something I would not have expected to see, but good for the Miami Marlins. I'm sure that organization would love to have some sort of success, especially, a World Series under their belts. All right, yes, we would like to advance. Whoops. All right, so contracts are expiring. Qualifying offers, all this. We all know this. See, so we still have no retired players for us. Notable names like Garrett Cole, Jurickson Profar had a number of good years. Adolis Garcia from the Rangers finally retires. Oh man, torn Achilles. That's tough. Phil Maton retires. So a number of quality players that are now retiring. Christian Arroyo. Osvaldo Beto. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some notable names here. Garrett Cole being one of them and is inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. All right, exclusive free agents. These never really, we're never going to give a qualifying offer to anyone probably ever. Yeah, we can't afford to pay someone $21 million a year, and also very rarely do we have someone that's worth that. Like even Grayson Rodriguez, who had an insane year last year with 237 strikeouts, did break the 200 strikeout mark again this year, but over a 4 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP is nothing special. So if he walks, then so be it. I would like to keep Seth Brown, if anything, just for the not for the memes, but just for the storyline. Like I would love for him to come and retire as an Oakland A. So we'll offer him a good, solid 2-year deal. He'll probably be our starting first baseman. Fergie looking tough. Newcomb not looking good. Ryan Noda, solid bench bat. Just never too many opportunities. If he walks, that's fine. And then Grayson Rodriguez, just out of curiosity, let's take a look. He wants $27 million a year. I don't think we can afford that. So he's probably going to have to walk. Staffing wise, hitting coach, this looks good. We never bunt, so it doesn't matter. Pitching coach, just anything that doesn't make us worse. First base coach, that works. Again, just looking for anyone that does not detract. Okay, let's go to free agency. All right, so we got our hitting coach, we got our first base coach, and our pitching coach. So we got all of our coaches that we offered on. Last day to tender qualifying offers. We do not want to stop simulating. All right, our 40-man, essentially just going to sort on potential and try and make sure that we're keeping both players that we need to protect and also ones that are... How do you have quirks already? That's crazy. A potential, but only 46 overall. But yeah, just looking for people that are eligible for the Rule 5 draft. So we want to add Padilla. We only have 33 on our 40-man, so we have room. Connor Fields, a potential 67 overall. He might get picked up. Not eligible, not eligible, not eligible. Velez would likely to be picked up. We'll add him. Not eligible, not eligible. Eligible, B potential 72 overall. Good power bat. I think he's someone we would need to protect. Wow, we have so many guys that would likely be picked up in the draft, in the Rule 5 draft. Steven Cruz, 30 C potential, 70 overall. If he gets taken, I think we can live with that. Number of 50 something overalls. Schofield Sam, he's 28, 75 overall. He might get taken, honestly, but I just don't see the need to hold on to him. Same with Miles Naylor. Maybe a future prospect, but probably doesn't have a real shot at making it. And the rest of these guys, probably if they get taken, like, we can live with it, right? Okay. So there's that. Arbitration, Austin Allen, he had a couple good years. He was actually a great bench bat last year. Ended up getting 106 at bats, batted 368, which is kind of insane given his low ratings. But I don't think we'll offer him. We'll let him walk. He's old and regressing, unfortunately. All right, now for the fun part: contracts. Matsui, we will certainly offer him. I think he's probably going to be a long-term part of the organization. Let's see if we can sign him to a long-term contract. Maybe like 7 years. I don't think he's going to be an ace, right? He's going to be in the rotation. We'll front load this so we clear up cap space, or we clear up money later. High strikeout guy, pretty good. And if anything, is certainly someone that we can have a lot of trade value. So we'll go to the asking price of 6.3. Martin Meza, ooh man, he had finally had his breakout year down in the minors. Finally got his contact up. His power drops a lot, but he's still 24. He's still very young, and he's got something that we desperately need in the outfield, which is speed. And he's great on the base path. So I think maybe I'm okay with a 5-year deal at 1.5. I think that's certainly reasonable. And he'll probably play in AAA this year. Maybe he gets the call up, just depends. Beavers has been great. We can get him for 5 years at 1.3. I think that's a steal. Gillian, a top prospect, still hasn't reached his ceiling, and at 27 years old, it might take him still a few years. But again, we can have this guy who maybe has a good year here and there for $1 million, I think is a steal. Same with Hinojo, just a lot of these guys, could be quality starters in the future, and if we can get them locked in at a relative bargain, I think we do that. That's always been my thought process here, is try and get these guys locked into long-term deals when they're young, hoping that they develop, and maybe eventually they're 85, 90 something overall ish, and we have them for, in this case, like $3 million. That's what we did with Sodi. That's what we did with Gelly, Soderstrom and Geloff, and those all worked out in our favor. The rest of these guys will probably just be like 1-year deals. Although I don't know why they want $750,000, but we'll give him, a decent 1 year salary here. Ooh, what am I doing? I'm not paying attention. Velez, all these guys want $750,000. Not going to happen. And Padilla. All right. And the rest of these guys, I think, are just going to be those typical 1 year, like $60-70 million, or 60-70 million, 60 to 70K. Estrada is actually a pretty quality bench bat, but God, he's got to work on his defense. Let's go 3 for 7, 33 is pretty reasonable. Still have 50 mil, which is pretty good. We'll see obviously what happens. We don't have too many holes right now on the team, starter wise. If anything, our problem is like some of our players are getting older and can't play defense. That's really our big stopping point right now, I think, for a lot of players. Is especially in the outfield. We're missing speed, we're missing defense. We got plenty of bats. We just need some defense and some speed more than anything. And these are just kind of a formality, these minor league guys. Gotten really lucky the last couple of years with closing pitchers. After the last game last night, like IRL, watched Moneyball, just cried my eyes out. It was a great time. All right. So contracts offered, and then let's just take a look at the roster, see what our needs are. If this is our rotation, I think we'll be okay. Not ideal, but I think we would be okay. Relief pitching, I think we're okay, but could definitely probably look at adding a reliever to maybe a starting pitcher if there's one that like really catches our eye. Closing pitchers were good. Catcher were good. Sodi still has 2 more years left on his deal, which is kind of crazy. Seth Brown will be a first baseman. In fact, why don't we do that? We'll go to... Oh, he just hasn't signed his contract yet. Okay. So in the outfield, we would have Verdugo, who's just so slow. Maybe Meza comes in and plays center field. And then we have Walker. Well, we have Walker and Beavers. So, I mean, really, we're okay. There's nothing that we're desperate for, but we'll look. Ellie De La Cruz is a free agent at short. Interesting. Not a high average. Incredibly high discipline for some reason. And there's Grayson Rodriguez. I don't think we can offer on him. Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's old, man. I don't see anyone really that's jumping out to me. I mean, like a Wyatt Langford would be great, but we would have to give up a draft pick, I think, with a qualifying offer made. Yeah, let's actually just we'll sim a few days and kind of see what ends up happening. Ke'Bryan Hayes immediately goes to the Diamondbacks. Orioles get Francisco Alvarez. Red Sox get Michael Harris, all on day 1 of free agency, which is honestly really crazy. Still waiting on some of these contracts to be accepted, so Not quite sure how much money we're going to have, but we'll send him a few more days. Luis Robert goes to the Braves. I still don't really see any of, our division rivals picking anyone up. Matsui, Gillian, Guerrero, all leading. Oh, God, Grayson Rodriguez to the Rangers would be atrocious. Then we would have to face him 7 years, $184 million. Can we match that? We could. We could. Let's just get in the mix. I don't think we're going to get any. Oh, man. That's going to be real tough. Close to home is the only detractor. He would be an ace. What if we give him a player option? Doesn't really move the needle very much. Any of these guys just having insane years? Mackenzie Gore looking pretty good, but regressing a bit. Matt Manning having some excellent years. But regressing. Could we get him on like a 1-year deal for $10 million? New York wants him. I don't think we don't need him, but if we can get him on 1 year for $10 million, I think that would be fine given his production the last couple of years. Any good relief pitchers that we're seeing here? We could offer. Again, just a short, like 1 year deal. That puts us in the lead there. And no one else really stands out statistically. Sir Anthony Dominguez, holy cow. If we could get him for cheap, could be someone. We don't need a closer. And I mean, really, that's all we need, really. We'll throw a couple offers out there, but let's see. 40-man needs to be set. I think we're fine there. Salary arbitration. Wyatt Langford to the Giants. Brian Abreu to the Rays. So we pretty much signed everyone. I don't see anyone else going after these guys. I mean, we have the money to go after Rodriguez. I really don't want to see him go to the Rangers. So we'll throw a big number out there. If he takes it, great. If not, so be it. Okay, so he goes to the White Sox. That's fine. As long as he doesn't go to the Rangers, that's really best case scenario for us. We just don't want him in the division. All right, so we get Balazovic, which is nice. We're still waiting on Matt Manning. Again, this is just, maybe he works out, maybe he doesn't, but he's a quality starter. If we can get him for a year, I think that would be nice. I don't see these guys not accepting these contracts. So we'll go ahead and send him to the next step in free agency. Nationals get Julio Urias, former Athletic who won the Cy Young with us. So he goes to the Nationals. They give up a closing pitcher, a second baseman, and a catcher. Seems like Nationals got the better end of that deal. Jackson Holliday is very interesting. He's a very good player. Not having the best years, though. Statistically, he looks great, but we really don't need him. No one has offered on Jordan Lawler, which is kind of crazy. Does he play? So he only plays shortstop. We have Addison Barger, though, who's been great. And he can play a number of positions that could give us some flexibility to put him in the outfield. But he's very slow. I think this would technically be an upgrade. And we could get him for very, very cheap. So we are going to absolutely lowball the shit out of Jordan Lawler right now. If we can go 16 years and then front load this, so he's even cheaper later on, then maybe he's just like a trade piece. That feels like an absolute steal. We'll go ahead and send him to the next step of free agency. Won't stop simulating. We got all of our guys back, I think, right? Yeah, we got Matsui, we got Gillian. We're still waiting on Lawler. Matt Manning. It looks like he's most likely to sign with us. So let's go ahead and send him to the winter meetings. All right, so other people are getting in the mix on Lawler. He's not a need for us. Let's see if we can just lock down Manning here. We'll go 1 year. We'll up this to 11.5. I think that should secure him. We add him 5 for 80 mil. We'll go 85. Let's get to the Rule 5 draft. The Brewers are interested in a trade. What do you got? What? Did we not? Okay. I must have selected the wrong thing. Okay. So let's go to the draft lottery. We were a playoff team, so we don't get in, but it looks like the Mariners. Wow, no one moved. No one went up or down. Everyone got the pick that they were supposed to. So Mariners get the number 1 overall pick with a 64-win season. Oh, wait. We haven't simulated yet. I'm a little bit sluggish in the head right now. Diamondbacks jump up 11 spots to get the number 1 pick. That's crazy. Rockies drop down 5. Oh, my gosh. Okay. And we have 41 players on our 40-man. Who needs to be off the 40-man? Do we think Connor Fielder is going to get picked up? I think Salinas is actually the old Dick Love lady. We'll remove him. All right, so we did lock down Matt Manning. That gives us a quality starter. Still waiting on Lawler. And have to make sure to do this ourselves, otherwise the CPU will sign some atrocious players. Okay. So we still have a chance at Lawler. I'm not really gonna up my offer. If we get him, great. If we don't, that's fine too. So let's just get to arbitration. Former Athletic Matt Chapman going back to the Pirates. Mason Wynn to the Rangers. That's unfortunate. Gunnar Henderson to the Pirates. They're spending some money. Uh-oh. So we do get Lawler. But now we cannot afford... Who was the player that had said that? Oh, man, I need to pay more attention. I'm not locked in right now. Mike Trout is out here. That's kind of funny. Down to a 79 overall. What an incredible incredible player. It said we couldn't afford a contract on someone, but I'm pretty sure it was Gillian and we signed him. So I don't know. And we're negative 4 million, so we can't afford anyone. So let's go ahead and just get to the season. Oh, we have 40 men on 41 on our 40 man. I would hate. He's not even eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Does he go to waivers? I don't think he passed through waivers. I would be okay with losing a backup catcher. So we'll drop him. All right, Matsui is the one. He's young. He has a lot of potential. Would love to sign him. We just don't have any money. Is there anyone that we would maybe want to trade to get out of some money? Let's look at our budget. So Jordan obviously is our highest paid player, but he just comes off an MVP season. There's no way we trade him, I don't think. Walker, Lawler. We could look at maybe Verdugo. No. I'd be okay with trading away Lopez. I think that would get us in the clear. Let's see if we can shop him. So Lopez, suggest trade. Maybe look at some prospects. Maybe. Let's see. I would take this. I think. A couple B potential guys that are young. Okay, and then that should get us clear. So we have 8-7. That means we can sign. All right, so we get him for 90 grand. Easy. Okay. So we got everyone we needed. Let's get to spring training. All right, so now we're in spring training. In the year of our Lord, what is this now? 2030? All right, 2030, year 8 of the franchise. And let's set our roster here. So starting pitchers, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to have Hinojo up to the MLB. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll get Kyle Brown up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure that we just have enough players in each respective level. Oh, we have, that's right, we have those guys. That's fine. All right, so we need a backup catcher. That's going to be Murillo. Okay. Yep. Yep. Almanzar is not a major leaguer. He'll go down to Double-A. Strange moves here from the CPU. Let's move him to Double-A. Same here with Lean. So they want Meza in the majors. I don't think that makes sense, so we'll move him to Triple-A. Browns are starting first baseman. Bolt will be in Triple-A. And then I think Butler is going to be... I don't want him to go through waivers. I think he gets picked up off waivers. Yeah, I think we're going to have to risk it. think it's going to have to be maybe one of our relievers. Who has options? Okay, Kyle Brown still has an option. Okay. All right, so we have the highest rated team in the MLB. Last in defense, though, but first in contact power and pitching. So we certainly have a good team here. Set our lineups. All of this looks good. I want Seth at first. And all right, so we have Vaughn, Verdugo, Alvarez DH, Walker and right. I think that all looks good. Yeah, I think that looks good. Then lefties, Verdugo, Lawler. Still want Sethi at first. I think DV still plays third. Yeah. That's fine. And then a rotation. Harrison, Orr, Matsui, Manning, and Gillian. Man, what a lineup. Hinojo's lawn relief. That actually looks pretty good. I don't know if we really need two setup men, but we'll rock with it for now. Yeah, I think we got a good looking squad here. All right. Oh, man. All right, again, this is going to be simulation only, not going to be playing any games because I just want to get through a few seasons. So let's start. Oh, we don't have 4 valid lineups. Okay, there we go. AAA needs to be fixed. All right, so we got 5 starters. Okay. All right, who's going to be our AA closer? Okay. We'll just auto fix the lineups. It's fine. All right. I just want to hop down here and make sure the CPU didn't make anything stupid. They love to put people at positions they don't actually play. All right. That's all fine. All right. Oh, and we have scouting. I'm actually going to just turn the scouting to auto since we're just simulating from now on. That way we just don't have to worry about it. And let's sim through this first month. Aviators have 27 players. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just send down a reliever here. Send one of these guys down to single A. Okay. Down AAA, Mason Batista has a broken chin, out for 2 months. Put him on the 60-day. Lou Cruz out for a few days. We'll keep him active. Matsui's out with a broken nail. Give me a break. All right, first month is looking not great. We're 15 and 14, which I don't think is, I mean, it's not awful. We're a game and a half behind first, but I think we could probably be playing better. Are we hitting the ball? Jordan only hitting 244, which is kind of crazy. Still slugging well. Has 11 home runs in the first month, is absolutely disgusting. On pace for 60 home runs. Love to see it. Seth Brown, though. Oh no, is Sethy finally hit his wall? He is 37. I would hate to send him down. We'll give him another month, see how he plays, but we might have to just fill someone else in. And then pitching, Kyle Harrison, disgusting. 263 and a 109 whip. Those are Cy Young numbers right there, baby. Or with a 1.09 whip, which is incredibly low, but somehow has a 4 ERA. Just giving up a lot of hits, I guess. Matsui's not looking great, 7 ERA. Hinojo also not looking good. Everyone else, though, Gillian, though, ooh, buddy. 2 ERA and a 1.1 whip. Pitching is doing pretty good. In the bullpen, long relief is struggling. Guerrero's disgusting. Sir Anthony Dominguez is terrible, but only 6 innings, small sample size. And Luther Hanna having a season so far. 7 saves already in the first month and a 1.29 ERA. Love to see that. All right, month number 2. Here we go. Uh-oh. AAA Angelo Ramo has a fractured leg, out 2 to 3 months. So they'll have to go to the 60-day. Lima in AAA out. Oh, he's just out for a few days. We'll keep him active. Uh-oh. We are on a win streak, which finally ends. Miguel De La Cruz out for a day or two. Keep him active. Wow. Injuries stacking up at AAA. Most of these minor injuries, though. And so far, no major league injuries as well. So, great month. Great month here in May. We only lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. We're 2.5 games ahead in first of the AL West. Love it. Let's see if Sethy's turn it around. $182. All right. Someone else is going to have to start at first. I mean, Mead's only hitting 190. Who else can play first? No one. Sodi can play first. I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to do it. Or we're going to go Murillo. Murillo's going to go to first. I'm sorry, Sethi. I love you. I hope you retire as an A. But you're just going to have to sit the bench, my friend. Batting 182 is just not it. And he's regressing heavily. And then pitching, Matsui still struggling. Hinojo's kind of turned it around a bit, so we'll swap those two, get Anthony back in the pen, give him a chance hopefully to straighten things out. Hinojo will become the starter, and Kyle Harrison still looking phenomenal. Should be likely in the running for Cy Young. Jordan in the league for MVP. Back-to-back MVPs would be incredible. Kyle Harrison leads in the Cy Young as well as Balazovic, who we picked up in free agency this year. 2 Cy Young candidates in a rotation is insane. Lawler batting 375. What a pickup on a steal contract. Holy. Luther Hanna with a .93 ERA. Get out of here. 19 saves in 2 months. We are looking really strong right now. Brownie for a gold glove, but unfortunately just can't hit the ball this year, so he's riding the bench. Alvarez with the silver slugger DH. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. All right, here we go. The month of June. Let's see what happens. Start off with a few losses. Okay. So we're winning a few, losing a few. There we go. There we go. Nice little win streak. 2, 4, 6, 7 wins in a row. So we're 51 and 31. We're 3 games ahead of Astros, and we are still in first. Check the lineups. Jordan's out of his mind. 30 home runs in 3 months. Slugging .639 at 32 years of age. He's having the best season of his life. He might honestly hit 60 homers this year. Geloff having a huge bounce back season after a down year last year, batting .340. And Jordan Lawler, absolutely disgusting. Yeah, we're looking amazing. Kyle Harrison's cooled down quite a bit, 3.18 ERA, which is still excellent. He finally lost a game. Or not necessarily struggling, but his whip is so low, I have no idea why his ERA. It's got to be home runs, right? No, only 15 homers. His strikeout rate is up, his walk rate is down, his home run rate is down. I think he's just getting unlucky. We'll continue to start him. Matsui's finally getting back on track a little bit, but Hinojo's definitely the weak point here. Let's take a look at the minors. How are we doing down there? Any bright spots? Mason Batista, have a year, brother. Holy, 383. Harris, Colby Thomas batting .400 and slugging .639. Brother. He is crushing it. Martin Meza coming around. 84 overall now. I was about ready to trade this dude, and now he is having himself quite a year as well. 18 homers. Very, very good. How about pitching? Okay. Orozco. He was in the majors last year, but struggled. He's absolutely cruising and crushing it down in the minors. But it looks like he's really just kind of hit his ceiling already at a 78 overall. So he'll probably be just one of those players that we can look to. Maybe we bring up for September. Okay. Now we're going to have the draft trade deadline. Let's get to the draft. A head fracture? Oh my God. He must have gotten beamed in the head or something. That is so tough. So he'll go to the 60-day. Joe Boyle, still out 2 to 3 months. We'll stay on the 60-day. All right, and here we go. Have our first draft. Not our first draft, but have the draft. Lonely says hello. Hi, Lonely. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. How are you doing today, Mr. Lonely? Pick number 2 in the 2030 MLB draft, and the White Sox select starting pitcher Alfredo Escalona. Escalona? Okay. Glad to hear you're good, Lonely. I am doing well. Just kind of recovering from yesterday. Here in the game we have Oakland A's franchise. In real life, I took the day off to watch the last Oakland Athletics home game. It was a very emotional day as an A's fan. But we had some drinks, we had some hot dogs, we watched the game. I'm okay. Just still kind of sad that the A's are moving and going through that. But otherwise, I'm good. Happy to be on the game. Just waking up, having some coffee, enjoying life. All right, let's get to our pick here. All right, so we have Doug Evans here, supposed to be the 4th ranked player in the draft. He looks phenomenal. Yeah. Lonely. The A's are my favorite team, IRL, and the team that I've done the rebuild. This is year number 8 in this franchise rebuild, so it's been fun to play as my favorite team. And yes, they're my favorite team in real life as well. Who's your favorite team? All right, here we are. Pick number 58. This is my first time doing auto scouting. Doesn't look like our scouts did an incredible job. But we have Marcus Castro here, second baseman. Not an incredible high potential, but good contact, decent on base. Skills here, decent defense. Ooh, I like this though. Will McClure, a center fielder. Again, not crazy potential, but also plays short and outfield, which is kind of interesting. Lots of speed, good contact skills. I think that's our guy. So Will McClure is going to be our second pick in the 2030 draft. Pick number 75 here. And again, Marcus Castro still on the board. Looks to be kind of a steal at this position. We have him at 29, and picking him at 75 is a steal. We'll go ahead and take that. Lonely, you like the Red Sox, but you play with the Athletics a lot in the game. Yeah. I mean, I like between Madden and MLB The Show. I just love playing with the underdog teams. I love building up those organizations that have suffered. In years past, because originally Madden was the game I played the most before I got onto the Call of Duty train, and so I played a lot with the Browns, who are my favorite NFL team. Played a lot with the Raiders because they've been very bad over the years. And then MLB The Show I actually just picked up in the last few years. Played a lot with the A's. Played with the Rockies a little bit. That'll probably be my next rebuild after this one. But I don't know what it is. It's just fun playing with tough teams, and we've had a good run. So like I said, this is year number 8 in the franchise. We've won 3 World Series in 5 years in that time. Made the playoffs every year but one. And I don't know, it's been fun. The Red Sox, though, what a team. Great documentary out there. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like an ESPN 30 for 30 or something. Did I hear about the White Sox? What about them? Like the historically bad year that they're having? Other than the fact that they've only won 35, 37 games, something like that. Yeah, they're. Let me get the. I thought I could figure out how to get the chat used to be on screen. I don't know why it's not here, but yeah, just terrible year. Once next year's MLB The Show comes out, I'll snag that, and the White Sox will definitely be my rebuild team once the next MLB The Show comes out. But yeah, probably do the Rockies next. But yeah, the White Sox, honestly, I thought the A's were bad, I guess, last year when we only won 50 games, but to not even break 40, I think is insane. Them and the Angels are just having a real tough time. All right, here we go. Pick number 102. What do we got? Blaine Murphy. We don't have him scouted very much, but potential's all over the place. Could be at least a decent bat, decent fielding skills, not very fast, but we do need a future first baseman. I think that's probably our guy here. Yeah, Blaine Murphy, kind of a risk. We'll have to keep scouting him before we sign him, but that'll be our guy, and then we'll just kind of take a chance. Lonely, you subscribe. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. I wish there was some sort of pop-up on the screen, but I appreciate you letting me know. That means a lot. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the subscription. All right, pick number 132 here in the 2030 MLB draft. As I put on my announcer voice, who do we got? Honestly, it seems like auto scouting actually isn't that bad. You think I'm underrated? Oh man, Lonely. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind words. Thank you so much. Wow, such kindness. Thank you. All right. Well, you are certainly welcome here, and I'll probably be streaming all day. My wife is actually in California right now. She went to because she's the reason I'm an A's fan and really a baseball fan at all. But she is a diehard Oakland A's fan, and so she went out. She grew up in a small island called Alameda, right outside of Oakland. So she's there with her mom. She went to the game 2 days ago, um, and so no wifey, no work, so just streaming all day. Streaming all day. Probably maybe some Madden after this. There was a update recently, so we'll see how that plays, but probably Call of Duty next. I've actually been enjoying myself, surprisingly enough. All right, who do we pick here? Who do we pick? We don't really have any positions of need, so just kind of looking for anyone that might have some high potential and some decent skills. Ronnie Torres looks interesting at second base, but we don't really need a second baseman. This catcher doesn't look bad. We'll take a shot. Do I stream every day? No, not every day. It's pretty much so my wife works in a restaurant, and so basically just when she works nights, I stream after work. I work very early in the day too. I work like 4 or 5 a.m. until like 12 or 1, and then go to the gym. And so I typically stream in the afternoons and evenings while my wife's at work. So uh, usually about 5 days a week, I would say I stream, but not every day. Not every day. That would be the dream, though, right? If I could just play video games for a living, but we're a long, long way from that. Currently, don't. This is just a fun hobby. I love doing it, and I don't suck at video games, so I figured I might as well um, just stream the games I have and chat with people while I can. All right, what else we got here? Would like to add a nice reliever. We don't really have a ton of young relievers, a ton of young relief talent. Really rely on free agency for that. Any relievers here that might have some decent potential? Campos, C to B potential, good strikeout rate, good break, walks a lot, but you know, I pick 162. I think that's fine. We'll give him a shot. No, I don't play Diamond Dynasty. I've tried to play online a little bit, and it's just, I don't know. For some reason, I just can't get into it. So I strictly play franchise here, and in Madden, I just strictly play franchise, and then I play Warzone. All right, here, last pick of the 2030 MLB draft. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, God, you look terrible. All right, I guess we're going to go with another reliever. Tommy Pennington, what a name. That is an all-American name. Yeah, I don't know. It just I don't know why it just online play for both for sports games just don't really appeal to me that much. But that's just me. All right, so there's the 2030 draft. So we are currently 55 and 35 in first place in the AL West. Looking good. Looking very good, actually. I don't really think, as we're in a clear position for the playoffs here, we could look to buy, but honestly, everyone's doing so well. I don't think we're in a position to really fill any holes. I mean, we could go out like and maybe look at adding another starter because Matsui and Hinojo are just not performing well. But they're also very young. They're also very, very young. They have a lot of years. Do we have any like AAA starters that are doing well? Crespo's not doing bad. We could look to bring him up. And Orozco, who we've had in the majors before, had one good year and then had a bad year last year, but really, really looking solid. But do we think we bring him up and all of a sudden you're going to be right back? All right, take your time, Lonely. Thank you so much. I don't know. I think we just let it ride. Again, we don't really need to fill any holes. Bullpen is looking solid enough. Sir Anthony Dominguez just not working out on that 1-year deal. So, but he's also only, pitched 12 innings, such a small sample size. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We don't need to make any moves. We can look at the trade block. But again, outside of maybe just like an elite pitcher, which there doesn't seem to be any. Yeah, there's really nothing to go out for right now. So we'll just keep the team intact. We'll activate Angelo Remo. He'll be back in a week or two. Yep. All right. Let's do the home run derby though. Here in Angel Stadium, and it's Yordan Alvarez. Could we get back-to-back home run derby champions and back-to-back MVPs out of Yordan? That would be incredible.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby.
So Yordan is the number one
will
seed.
Battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket.
Facing off against Ellie De La Cruz.
It's time for the Home Run Derby. Let's see what he can do. Up to the plate, the challenger.
All right, a little rusty.
Number 44, Yordan
I'm way early.
Alvarez.
All right, come on. Still early. There we go.
Gone. That's his first home run. Another home run.
All right, 3 in a row. Opposite field. Yep.
That's out of here and onto the lawn. 5 straight home runs.
Oh, that one's not going to make it. Ellie hit 15. I don't know if we're going to make that, honestly.
That hit the batter's eye.
That one's crushed. 431.
Another home run. That's gone. Home run number 8.
Man, these are just, I'm pulling these like crazy. All right. How do we call a timeout? All right, I got to focus up. I haven't actually played the game in a week or so. All right. We're still just so early.
Make it 9 home runs. Just 1 minute remaining. There's number 10.
Opposite field, we'll take that.
It's out of here into the visitors' bullpen. 30 seconds left. Way
Just need
back
3 more to tie.
gone off the rocks in center. That's number 4 in a row.
All right, 1 more to tie.
That is now 5 in a row.
And then we
6
should have,
consecutive home runs.
so we tie. All right. 60-second swing off, no additional time added. All right. So Ellie's going to go.
And now,
Ellie only hit one.
Yordan Alvarez.
Just need one more. There we go. All right.
Second home run.
So Yordan advances to the next round. Not the best at bats by me. A little rusty. Also, we just don't play on this camera angle much. But we'll get to the next user at bat, facing off against Wyatt Langford, who hit 17.
The round is now underway.
One is crazy, I know, right?
The challenger in this semifinal matchup, Yordan Alvarez.
We're going to have to get
is gone.
busy here if we want to hit 17.
Another home run. Way back and gone. Off the rocks in center. His third consecutive home run.
Okay, now we're getting it.
Now. 5 straight home runs.
Too early. Can we go opposite field? There we go. Dead center.
7. There it is. 2 minutes remaining. Another home run.
Looking pretty good.
That's out of here and onto the lawn.
All right, we'll call a timeout, get some stamina back.
3 in a row now.
Only need 6 more. That was a bad pitch. We still crank it out.
That is now
Oh, we're looking
5
good.
in a row.
I don't think that one's going to get there. Nope.
Just 1 minute remaining.
I think we got this.
Out of here. That's his 15th home run. His
One more to
third
tie.
run. 30 seconds left.
Oh, come on.
And there's another one. No doubt about
There we
this
go.
one. His 17th.
18, and that one goes 439.
Number 18. And that ends the round. He finishes with an astounding 18 home runs.
All right.
And that puts him in to the championship match.
So now we're going to face off against Corey Seager or Bo Bichette. All right, we need 14 to tie, 15 to win back-to-back home run derbies.
And now, the challenger in this championship round, Yordan
Can we get some better pitches, though?
Alvarez.
Oh, wow, that one didn't go. There we go.
No
Slow
doubt
start,
about
but we're
that
okay.
one. That's out of here and onto the lawn. And there it is, his third home run.
All right, 4 in a row.
Hat trick. 3 in a row.
There we go. I think we need to pick up the pace a little bit, though.
His 5th in the
That was,
round.
what are we pitching? There we go.
Oh, that's a monster home run.
All right, halfway there.
Home run. 2 minutes remaining. His third consecutive home run. That's number 4
Timeout.
in a row.
Get some stamina back.
5
I think we got
straight
this.
Home run. 6 consecutive home runs. Make it 7 in a row now.
Number 13.
Keep it going, fans. That's now 8 in a row.
That should be 14.
That's
And
9
then one more to
straight
win it.
home runs.
And we do. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
30 seconds left.
Oh my God. Are we not going to get this? There we go. I was getting worried there for a second. All right. Yordan Alvarez is the 2030 Home Run Derby champion. Back-to-back years.
Home Run Derby champion.
That'd be fun if, like, you win the Home Run Derby and you get, like, what is this on my screen? Unlimited bonus rewards? An unhandled server exception occurred? What does that mean? No. Okay, I don't really know what just happened. I don't know what that means. It's weird. Okay. I broke the game. All right. That'd be fun though if like you win the home run derby and your player or like the team gets like +2 power or something like that. That'd be nice. All right. We'll sim a few days. All right. Now we get to sign draft picks. Let's see. Who was an all-star? That's what I want to know. So Jordan Walker, Kyle Harrison, Jordan Lawler, Luther Hanna, Yordan, probably Zach Geloff, all all-stars. Guerrero's an all-star. Barger probably not. And then let's see, Colby Thomas is a minor league all-star having a hell of a year. Why does it say last episode? So normally, like I manually play some games, and we work through a season over the course of a few episodes. Now that we are here in year 8, I'm just simming through a few seasons, and I want to get to the 10 season mark, and then this will be the last episode of A's franchise, and then I'll start a new one next one. So that's why it says last episode. Yeah, he's definitely looking like he is going to be our future. Probably, yeah, he'll probably take Verdugo's spot. Because right now Verdugo's playing left, but he's getting old, he's regressing. But he's really just like a replica of him, just not quite as good defensively, but great contact skills, great on base. Yeah, he's got to see the show at some point. Absolutely agree. Who else? Orozco's probably a minor league all-star. Murillo as well. Almanzar, all-star. So lots of all-stars down here in the minors and in the majors. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. All right, so now we get to sign our draft picks. All right, who has interest? He's only asking $2 million. Slot value is 2.7, so we could actually get a steal. We do. Doug Evans signs. Great. Will McClure wants to sign, so we'll offer him. He only wants 9. We could also get him under slot value, and we do. And then some of these guys down here, we really need to get them scouted to see if we really want to bring them on board here. All right, so we got that. Four wins in a row for the squad. Still holding on to first place in the AL West. That's all looking fine. All right, so we can finally sign Castro. He wants 821,000. Slot value is 873. I'm happy to go up a little bit. He declines. Only 51% interest though, so not necessarily surprising. So let's offer him 1. He still declines on $1 million. Interesting. All right, so we sweep Seattle. Building a lead, 6.5 games ahead of our second place rivals. Will you please sign? We'll go up to 1.2. All right, so Marco Castro signs. We can finally add one of these guys. We'll do Campos, see if he is as good as he's supposed to be. Blaine Murphy, unfortunately, I think that potential is looking a little rough. I would be hesitant, I think, to sign him, but we'll see. We'll keep him in there, keep scouting. Double A injury, just out for a few days. We'll keep him active. All right, another day to sign draft picks. This Campos guy actually looks pretty good. He's at 56% interest. We'll go ahead and offer. I mean, he's super cheap. We can get him for 400K. And then we'll get Pennington in here, scout him up a little bit. But, you know, if we end up losing these guys, it's no big deal. We'll just keep trade deadline. Again, I don't think we need to make any moves, so I think we're good. Another double A injury. Gosh, we've had so many minor league injuries this year. He'll go on the 60-day. Cabrera's back. And the last day to sign draft picks. I mean, none of these guys look crazy, but we'll go ahead and... so we have 1.2 million. All right, Blaine Murphy signs. Elmore signs, and Pennington. We'll just max this out, and then he signs. So we get everyone. I don't think those bottom guys are going to be anything exciting, but you never know. You never know. All right, drum roll. And our 2030 draft was not great. Holy shit. Probably the worst draft we've ever had. Of course, I did not do the scouting myself. Wait, what? Holy, this was way off. So scouted potential was 84 to 89, and his actual potential is 66. I've never seen scouting that bad before. That is absolutely wild. That is wild. I guess this is what happens when you auto scout. Holy, that's terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I've never had a draft this bad, but I've also never done auto scouting. But scouted potential is a solid B, and he ends up being a 66 potential. That's terrible. All right. Will McClure actually doesn't look bad. 62 overall with 81 potential isn't awful. He's got some speed. He's got a bat, but that's about it. Marco Castro, second, looks solid. He looks, just a well-rounded player. 83 potential, not bad. Blaine Murphy sucks. Joe Elmore sucks. Eli Campos, though. Great break on his pitches. Decent velocity. Good strikeout rate, but 19 walk per 9 is terrible. All right, so really, really, really bad draft. It's kind of a time investment to to do the scouting, but I might have to next year because that was awful. All right, we'll be facing off against Julio Urias, former Oakland A, here in the franchise, who won the Cy Young for us. All right. When you do the franchise, you make your the Blue Sox. I like that. I like that. So do you? Oh, okay. So this is just kind of an outlier. The scouting. It's not usually that bad. I hope so because that was awful. So when you do your create your team, the Blue Sox, do you replace the Red Sox with that team, or who do you take out? Okay. All right, here we go. So the month of August, let's see how we do. We're in solid lead of first in the AL West. And so far, not doing great. Oh, God, Lawrence Butler tore his groin out 2 to 3 months. So many minor league injuries. Oh, my God. Another AAA player out 5 to 6 months. That's crazy. We'll activate Boyle. All right, so the month of August was not great. Couple two, I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Just some 2-game losing streaks here and there, but not our best month. We're still 5.5 games ahead of second place Astros. The Rangers, who won the World Series last year, have only won 62 games for some reason. That's kind of crazy. All right, and now we have September call-ups. So we'll take a look at what we want to do there. Lineup-wise, everyone is looking solid, I think. Yep. Nice. Okay. Brownie ended up kind of bouncing back. He's hitting 230 at least, which isn't great, but it's way better than like the 120 he was hitting. Oh, because we still have him versus lefties. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's switch those out. And then pitching, Hinojo's still doing bad. Matsui's still not doing great. The rest of the pitching is okay. Bullpen. Why does Sir Anthony Dominguez only have 14 innings? That's kind of crazy. But Luther Hanna having himself like a true breakout year. He's up to a 90 overall at only 24 years of age. He has 40 saves on the year, 4 blown saves, 1.2 ERA, and a .67 WHIP. That's just absolutely phenomenal. Walk rate is way down over previous years. He's not giving up home runs. His FIP is only a 1.95, which is absolutely disgusting. What a year. What a year. That's amazing. Okay. So let's get our September call-ups. Very young and good, maybe 99. Yeah, maybe a 99 overall. That'd be awesome. All right, so I think we need to bring up a pitcher for sure. But who? I think Orozco, he's already has major league experience. I know he's reached his ceiling, but he's just pitched so well. So we'll bring him up. And then we'll elevate who do we bring up to AAA? McLean's doing okay, so we'll bring him up to AAA to fill that void. Kyle Brown is looking solid enough. So we'll move him up to the MLB. And then we'll elevate one of these guys down here up to AAA. And then it doesn't really matter who we bring up to AA. And then any position players we want to bring up. Oh, of course. Henry Bolt. Wait, who was it that was having a crazy year? Colby Thomas, batting .379, 12 home runs. He's going to get the call-up. And who do we bring up in his place? Santos looks pretty good. He could probably play AAA, so we'll do that, and then we'll bring up Sparks, I guess. All right. So there's our September call-ups. Oh, we have too many pitchers. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and sit down Sir Anthony Dominguez. He just isn't pitching well. But now we have to bring up someone else. Yeah, pitching went down a little bit. There's someone that's probably just regressing. Now, who do we bring up? It should probably be an infielder because we have so many outfielders. I mean, it doesn't really make an impact, but I think Schofield Sam, is he on the 40-man? He is not. Almanzar is. He's got quite a lot of pop in his bat. He can play third and first. Sure. All right, so there is make some other moves just to fill those voids. Okay. All right, here we go. Last month. Last month of baseball here in 2030. Doing pretty good. All right, so our AAA team finished 76 and 74, but not good enough to make the postseason. Okay. Better luck next year. And our AA team, 28 and 41, not good. Yeah, but also, yeah, you're right, Lonely. So many injuries in the AA and AAA this year. So many injuries. I'm not necessarily surprised. All right, so we have a 101 win season. We won the division, and we will be taking on whoever wins the wild card. All right, so we're going to be playing the Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, I might have to look at durability. I think you're right there. All right. So Kyle Harrison, starting pitcher, led the league in winning percentage at .792, most wins at 19, and a 4.9 WAR. Fantastic stuff out of Kyle Harrison. Oh my God. Jordan led the league in home runs with 52. He led the league in RBIs with 131. Jordan Lawler led the league in batting average. Verdugo led the league in hits. Jordan led the league in runs. Jordan Walker led the league with base on balls. There's even more. It just the the show ran out of space. That's crazy. All right. But none of because it's showing postseason stats. That's stupid. And then awards, who we got? Luther Hanna, the closing pitcher, wins Delivery Man of the Year. Cy Young goes to Kyle Harrison, so that's our second Cy Young Award winner in this franchise rebuild. Jordan Lawler wins the Hank Aaron Award. Andreas Gillian wins Rookie of the Year. Jordan wins MVP. Back-to-back MVP wins for him. Jordan Lawler gets the batting title. Holy cow! What a year! Now let's hope that that goes through the playoffs. The best player on my team, I think rating-wise, is Jordan. No, it's now Kyle Harrison, 96 overall. Jordan Walker, 96. So, and Jordan's actually down to an 88 overall, but that's just because his defense is so bad. But he can just still hit the hell out of the ball. And that's all you want from a DH, right? Although struggling a lot versus righties, apparently. He's regressed down to a 78 contact versus righties. That's crazy. All right, playoff baseball. Game 1 versus Tampa Bay. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, we got to fix the roster because MLB The Show is crazy. All right. All right, who else was on the roster? Matt Manning was up there. Roscoe. Okay, that's all fine. Let's see. That's all good. I don't need him on the playoff roster. It's so crazy to me that MLB The Show does this when you hit the playoffs. Like guys that were on the team the entire year, they're just like, nah, you don't get to play in the playoffs. All right, so now we have to reconstruct the lineups as well. So Vaughn, Verdugo, Alvarez, Walker, Geloff, Sodi, Lawler, Murillo, and then Beaver was in center. Versus lefties, we got Verdugo, Vaughn, Alvarez, Walker, Mead, Lawler, Sodi, Murillo, and Beavers. Okay. And then the rotation, Harrison or Manning. Okay, that's all fine. Wow. Okay. So many relievers. So many relievers. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Here we go. Playoff baseball. Tampa Bay game 1. Oh my gosh. Too many pitchers. Oh, buddy. Okay, who do we need to add? We'll add Colby Thomas, and then we'll take off Sir Anthony Dominguez. Okay. The connection with MLB The Show online has been lost. Interesting. All right, well, let's save just in case the game crashes or something. Okay. Can I finally sim? Oh my god, game. What lineup do we need to fix? The one that doesn't matter. Okay. All right, let's try this again for like the fourth time. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. The logo. So part of this rebuild was the idea that Oakland, the A's, are not going to leave Oakland like they're doing in real life. And so we did a new stadium. And when we did that, for some reason, it took away the logo. So I just found one, like one that would already been created in the vault. And this was, I think, the coolest one. I mean, elephant is the logo. I think it honestly looks tough as hell. I like the black. I think it looks good. But yeah, it was just one that was created. Oh, when the Wi-Fi gets weird? Okay, that's weird. Well, at least it didn't drop the stream. So there's that. All right. Can we finally get an off-season game in? There we go. Sick. We lose. If we lose in the first round of the playoffs, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my God, we're down. We have yet to score a run in 2 games versus Tampa Bay. What is their pitching? Holy cow. 390 overall plus pitchers is kind of crazy. All right. We got a reverse sweep here. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. So after a 101 win season, we get swept in the first round of the playoffs and score 1 run in 3 games. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So they have Bo Bichette, who's hitting .429 in the playoffs. This guy, who I guess is like a generational prospect that they drafted. No? Okay. That is crazy. All right. That is so tough. So we dominate all year, 101 wins, and then we get swept in the first round of the playoffs. Unbelievable. All right. Yeah, that is an insane squad. That sucks. All right, let's sim a little bit. And then Tampa Bay is about to get swept by Baltimore. The Rays record. That's a good question. What was their record this year? They were 89-73. So not an amazing year. They were a wild card team, and they're on the run of their life. But they're about to get swept by Baltimore. It looks like. Yeah. So Baltimore wins in 5, and now it's going to be Baltimore versus the Chicago Cubs. Are back in the World Series here in 2030. Interesting. All right. Who's going to win? Cubbies take game 1. Baltimore ties it up in the second game. Baltimore winning game 2. Game 3. And the Baltimore Orioles have defeated the Cubs in the 2030 World Series. That would be a World Series to watch. All right. So incredibly successful regular season, but just absolutely decimated in the playoffs by Tampa Bay, who goes on to get beat by Baltimore, who goes on to ultimately win the World Series. All right. So that was year number 8, right? 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, 2 more years to go. That's crazy. All right. To the offseason. Retired players. No A's retired. Jose Altuve is a Hall of Famer. Apparently, I know the stats line up, but to me, if you get caught cheating, you don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Freddie Freeman is a Hall of Famer as well. The Orioles were top rated according to the show. Oh, in the last update. Interesting. All right, here we go. I mean, no one's going to get a qualifying offer, but these are all guys I think. No, well, I mean, I could be wrong. But from my understanding, Altuve was like he was one of the most vocal ones that was like, yeah, we cheated. We hit the trash cans or whatever. I've seen clips of like announcers just like absolutely dunking on him. All right, Matt Manning, he's regressing so heavily. I don't know if we can bring him back. Sir Anthony Dominguez did not work out as well, so those guys are not coming back. Balazovic, he was good enough. I don't know if we can afford Geloff, who had an incredible year, and Mead as well. Definitely want to bring back Mead if we can afford him. 10 million. I don't know if we can go 5 years. Can we get him maybe 3 more years at 10 million? I would be good with that. Geloff, kind of the same thing, maybe a 2-year deal for 15 million. And then maybe like a 1-year a 1-year deal for Balazovic, 4.5. That's pretty cheap. I would take that. All right, so we got some offers on the board for them. We need a third base coach. Okay. All right, and let's get to free agency. All right, so we still need a third base coach. Okay. Do qualifying offers? No, I do not want to stop simulating. Oh my gosh. No one wants to sign with us? No one wants to be an Oakland Athletics third base coach? Surely that will do it. All right. Set the 40-man. Sort on potential. Just checking to see who's eligible for the Rule 5 draft. All right, James Santos, who threw the fastest pitch in baseball history, and how fast was it? Well, I mean, Nolan Ryan apparently, like they think could throw like 100, like close to 110, but the way they measure, like the way they tracked pitching speed was different than they track now, so I don't know if that qualifies. But that kid that pitches for the Angels, he ran up like 104, 105 this year. So I'm going to go with that. I don't remember his name, but it's It's like the Angels closer or something like that. He threw 104, 105. The Pirates also have a flamethrower. I think he's gotten up to 105 as well. But that would be my guess on your trivia question. It was Ben Joyce on the Angels. Okay, so it was the Angels. So I got that right, but it was 106. All right, so I didn't know the name, but I was on the right track. All right, so we have 6 more spots on the 40-man. Who else? All right, I don't think that Garth, what a name, Garth. I don't think anyone's going to steal him on the Rule 5 draft. Steven Cruz might get picked up, though. We'll add him to the 40-man. Right? Yeah, that was the game last night, the Oakland game. You know, we have Mason Miller. He's kind of in that same breed of closing pitchers that just throws insane heat. Last pitch was like 104 ground ball that ended the game. I just cannot fathom trying to hit a baseball that's flying at you over 100 miles an hour. Like, I just don't even know how that happens. I think we're pretty good on the 40-man. Yeah, I don't see many of these guys. Anyone trying to steal these guys off of us in the Rule 5 draft, so I think we're okay there. Pizzo, I don't even think we're going to offer on him. All right, contracts. Matsui, 24 years old, decent starting pitcher, 88 overall. Going to continue to go with the same strategy, look for young talent that we can hold on to at relatively cheap. I mean, we could have him for 5 more years at 5.8. That seems like a deal to me. Okay, we'll offer him 5.5. Padilla was a top prospect for us. He is up to an 82 overall now. Get all these done. All right, so Colby Thomas, he kind of had a breakout year. He could be a starter. Let's try and lock him in for 4 years. I mean, it's only 800K. That's a steal. 98 arm, but only throws 93. Who is that? Oh, Padilla. Yeah. So, like, the arm strength, it's really weird. Like, arm strength does not equate to how fast he pitches. That's just like on defense. So, like, if he fields the ball and, throws to first, he has an arm strength of 98. But when he throws pitches, his velocity is only a 68. I know, it doesn't really make sense. but it is what it is, I guess. All right, Murillo actually did pretty well for us playing first. He might be our starting first baseman, honestly. Um, we could lock him down for quite a long time at $3 million. I know he's only a 77 overall, but he can hit the ball. He can play first base. I wish his fielding were a bit better, but I am not too concerned about defense as much as I am with offense. So we'll offer him a nice long-term deal, get him locked in. Who's my favorite player? Great question. I mean, for the A's right now, it's probably Mason Miller, our closer. Um, our pitching 2 years ago was historically bad, like some of the worst pitching ever in the history of baseball. And the art of pitching is something that I think is really, really interesting and really intrigues me about baseball. And to have an elite closer, I think is really, really cool. So I'm going to go Mason Miller for the A's. Outside of that, I really like watching Ellie De La Cruz. Like, he's absolutely electric. He's so much fun to watch. So Mason Miller, Ellie De La Cruz. Who else? I mean, I get really excited for pitchers for some reason. Another A that's been really surprising was Brent Rooker. He was a former first round pick from the Marlins, I think, and just we got him as part of a trade package, and he ended up hitting like 40 home runs this year, which is absolutely insane. It's just like we got him at the right time where he just had his like first breakout year. He was awesome. Lawrence Butler had a breakout year this year. It was fun to see him. I mean, of course, you have the usual suspects, I guess, like Aaron Judge. It's always fun to watch people hit homers. Yeah. Oh, he's not as good on the show. Yeah. I imagine probably next year he's probably going to be pretty good based on the season that he had. All right, so we did our contracts. We did our 40 man. All right, where do we need help? We have solid starters. We could look to bring in another starter. Maybe another reliever. But we also have these two closers that we have as relievers that are just insane. I think we're honestly pretty set. But we'll take a look at free agency to see if there's anything out here. Your favorite player is Jaron Duran, a young superstar. Oh, okay. I know the name, but I actually don't even remember the last time I saw the Red Sox play. What do you like about him? Ooh, Katomer. This is like a 99 potential guy. He used to be a 99 overall. Had a bad year last year with the Rangers, but other than that has been pretty solid. I just don't know if we can afford him. I think we need to we'll have to sim a few days in the free agency and get some of these contracts settled, I think, to see how much money we actually have. Yeah, only 23 million. I just don't know if we'll be able to afford anyone, honestly. Where was C reliever? Yeah, Balazovic. All right, so number of teams interested in him. Hmm. Alex Vesia? No offers. He had a crazy year last year, but that was his only good year. How much would it be for 1 year? 7 mil? I mean, if no one else is going to offer, I would take an 87 overall relief pitcher. Anyone else down here that looks really good that's cheap? Eli Morgan looks pretty nice. Maybe a 2-year deal for him at 3.6. Gets us in the running there. Okay. Sim a few days. So we're still waiting on Matsui to sign. I'm sure I would think he would accept this contract. Yeah, I think we're fine there. Sim a few more days. All right, Vesia accepts the raise offer. Yeah, you get a long-term deal. I mean, we only have 19 mil. Trevor Rogers, who we had on our team for a number of years. He's okay. Holy cow. Sho Imanaga. I mean, he's 38 years old, but look at these stats. 200 innings, 2.80 ERA. No one is offering on him. I'll sign him. I'd give him a 1-year deal. Let's see. So you like Jason Durant or Jaron Durant because he's on the Red Sox. He's a great player. Oh, and his All-Star MVP card, it's insane. How much money do we have? 19 mil right now. This could actually be a steal right here. I know he's regressing, but if we can get him for a year and he pitches another 2 ERA season for 200 innings, that would be amazing. No one else really looks super interesting. Hmm. Could look at maybe Jonathan Hernandez. 5.4 gets us in the running on that. Just add a couple relief arms, and I think we should be good. Last day for salary arbitration. This is really. How does he only have 4 break? That's what a weird pitcher. No velocity, no break, but insane control. He would probably be really fun to like pitch with manually. All right. If I get Show, I should pitch. I might just player lock him for a game just to play with him. I think that'd be really interesting. Just have to make sure to lock him in. He's still not signing. Let's give him. Let's up it a little bit. We can afford 9 million. Might up on Curtis Mead as well. Just get him to sign. Uh-oh, we can no longer afford the contract offered to Show. Who did we sign? Okay, so we only have... We don't have anyone else... Oh, we still have to sign Matsui. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. All right, we're going to have to look at possible trade here to free up some space. I mean, Jordan, back-to-back MVPs, we're not getting rid of him. Harrison wins the Cy Young, we're not getting rid of him. Jordan Walker's amazing. Jordan Lawler was amazing. Geloff, Mead. Did we just overpay on Mead? We might have. Who's not pulling their weight for their money? I mean, really no one. Ooh, that's tough. That is real tough. I might have just overpaid. One, I would like to sign this guy because he looks incredible, at least in simulation. But we also have to sign Matsui, and we need 5 million for that. We don't have enough money for that, or we have just enough. So we have just enough to sign Matsui, but we only have 2.7 after that. Okay. And then wait, where was Show? There he is. We could maybe do like 5 years and then just bring the money way down. No, we still can't afford him. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Who could we unload? Question is, am I overpaying for Mead? I don't think so. 10 million over 3, I think is worth it. I guess, I mean, that's tough. Or I guess we could take this deal down. Just do like 1 year. For $90K. It looks like he would sign for that. And then now can we offer on show? What if we do something stupid like a 7-year deal? And then backload it? I think we can do this. There we go. All right, so we'll offer him a long contract even though he's 38, but he'll be really cheap, and then we can dump him in a year or two when he regresses. Do you get money from winning the World Series? I don't think so. I don't think so. I know, like, you can do. What do you call it? Like, you can. I don't think it's on here until you get to the regular season, but you can have sponsors that give you money for like home runs and stolen bases and stuff like that. Okay. Now we have 42 players on our 40 man. Holy. All right. Who do we need to dump off the 40 man? All right. James Santos is not. He'd have to go through waivers. Salinas. Cruz is gone. We might lose these guys, but that's okay. All right, so we're still in the running on show. No one else is offering. Just such an intriguing pitcher here. Okay. So New York claims a pitcher off waivers. That's fine. We'll simulate the lottery because we're not going to move up in position. Okay. Ever done Road to the Show? I started one a while ago, like last year. It was kind of fun, but it just, I don't know. It's very repetitive. I would maybe do one for a pitcher. I think that's just a little bit more interesting, but like position players, like, I don't know. Maybe I also just haven't invested enough time into it. But I might do one. Okay, Rule 5 draft done. Still got show. Bunch of trades. Trevor Rogers to the Yankees. All I want to see is that show signs. Then I can. Come on, game. Show me show. Show me show. Still won't sign. There we go. So we get Sho Imanaga. Like, you're pitching 200 innings with a 2.8 ERA, and no one's going to sign you? That's absolutely crazy. All right, that's all we can afford. So we'll just go ahead and keep simming. You think I should live stream a road to the show? That could be interesting. Okay. No contracts. We can't afford anyone in free agency. All right. All right. Here we are. The year 2031. Year number 9 of the franchise. Why is Dylan... Oh my God, game. Why would you do this? Why do you do this, MLB The Show? Take our starting center fielder and put him on waivers. Why? Okay. Make it make sense. All right, so we got to set up our roster. 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to sign a starting pitcher for our AA squad. Anyone young on here? Everyone's... Oh, there's an 18-year-old. Everyone has D potential. Congratulations. I can't afford 50K. Wow. All right, that sucks. If we have any injuries, we are kind of screwed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Got a ton of relievers though. Who's first ranked? I don't honestly know how to check that. Oh wait, I think if you go to standings. Yeah. The Chicago Cubs are the highest rated team right now. All right, closing catchers. We got Soderstrom, Murillo. Brett Harris is not going to be on the Major League squad. Lawler, Barger, yep, that all looks good. We have Alvarez, Verdugo, Meza. Oh, yeah, I guess we can have Meza in the majors now. He can actually hit the ball. He's actually, man, he was sucking so bad. Seth Brown, I don't want him on waivers. Stupid game. That's all fine. So I'll have to adjust these once all the waivers clear. It's just really frustrating. Okay, pitching rotation. Harrison Matsui, Imanaga, Gillian Orr, Padilla, and Hinojo are the long relievers. Then we have Hope Hannah has back-to-back good years. That'd be awesome. That all looks fine. Lineups: DV, Lawler, Verdugo. Verdugo's not hitting third. What are we doing here, game? Mead at first, I think, is okay. And then Meza playing center. Actually, that works. That works. And then versus lefties, again, Verdugo, Jordan, Lawler, Walker, Mead. Soderstrom is not going to be on the bench. Barger and Meza. That all checks out. Okay. All right. So, okay, we have too many pitchers apparently. We'll put Padilla back at AAA. He's our lowest rated one. He's still an A potential, so he'll progress. He'll keep progressing. And then who else could be a long reliever? No one else really has much stamina. Guerrero has decent stamina. Okay, that looks good. Now? Okay. Has everyone cleared waivers now? Yes. No. All right, everyone cleared waivers. Oh, I forgot to pitch with... All right, where is... All right. AAA has too many players. So 2, 4, 5... I don't think we need 6 starting pitchers. Boil down to AA. That works. Four left fielders for AAA. We'll move Estrada down to AA. And Marshall Michelle will go to single A. Okay. So we can also afford to bring in another position player. I would like Sethi up at the major league level. Great. That looks good. All right. And then I want to play with Show. All right. So I know I said I wasn't going to play any, but I cannot resist playing with a guy that has 4 break and 41 velocity. That's just outrageous. You think the team looks better? Okay. I mean, I'll take that.
And now, your Cleveland Guardians. Leading off for the Guardians, the left fielder, Steven Kwan.
Hey, we got nobody, no one down here.
Alrighty. We got a crazy 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Let's see what we can do with it. Interesting.
Hey, let's go right here.
0-1.
I mean, he has like 90-something control or something crazy like that, and then a changeup. Although with no break. Oh my God. A 77-mile changeup.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
Okay. Can we even play at the top of the zone with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball? I guess so. Holy. Shows elite.
Ball. 1-1.
I mean, if you have this much control,
1-1-1.
yeah, I'm going to absolutely dot the corners.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
And then maybe inside fastball. Ooh, we get a generous call there. Okay.
Leading off for the Guardians, the right fielder.
Our bats give us a 1-run lead. Love that.
Jimenez.
No ball, 1 strike. Ball.
This is something that I wish,
1 ball, 1
I do
strike.
wish that we had more of in the game, is like players just more focused on control,
Hey, just you and him.
on placement over velocity. Velocity is great, but if you can't hit the strike zone, like what does it matter? Dude, show, this is fun. I love throwing 90 miles an hour and just having them whiff. Oh, show can't glove it,
He's up.
but we're just getting nothing but soft contact.
No, that missed. Hey,
Jesus, so good. What difficulty? Whatever is second hardest. Not Hall of Fame.
that's inside. Ball.
Whatever is below Hall of Fame. Legend is the hardest, right? So I guess it is Hall of Fame.
Got it, I got it.
All right. So we get through 2 innings without a hit. Let's see. Settings, gameplay, pitching, Hall of Fame. Vieira, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining. Happy Friday to you, sir. Thanks for stopping by the stream.
Stay ahead right here.
Should be on the war zone here in an hour or two,
That's the ball.
because I know that's the game I think you probably prefer to watch more.
Ball.
But we're doing the final episode of Oakland A's franchise. I think it's a beautiful way to send this one off as The A's played their final game in Oakland yesterday.
1-1-1.
Oh,
Hey, plays out one right here.
Vieira, did you get some good family time in, buddy? I know you were away working. Did you get some time with the fam? I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed it.
Up, up, up.
Yeehaw! It's 0-1. 2.
Can we wipe him out on the curve? No.
Ball.
Lonely, you're going to go play? Absolutely, man. Go have some fun. Tear it up, brother. Okay, you're still going to have on the stream? I appreciate you. Vieira, you're going to go play some Warzone?
Yeah.
Drop some bombs for me, man. Hope you're shooting nukes today. Hope the bullets fly straight and the COD gods gift you with some easy lobbies.
Leading off for the Guardians, the left fielder, Steven
Hey.
Quad.
Ball.
As we are absolutely dicing up the Cleveland lineup. We've got a no-hitter going right now through three. No nuke. I've only ever had one, or I've had 2 nuke attempts, but
Oh, yeah.
never really had an actual shot. Very difficult to get a nuke in Warzone. Oh my God. What a beautiful play. DV at third, flashing the leather.
Yeehaw. 0-1.
Come on, big
No
guy.
balls,
Game yourself
2
right
strikes.
here.
Hey.
Oh my God, we are cruising. No hitter through 4? Uh-oh.
Leading off for the Guardians, the right fielder, Aloy Jimenez.
0-1. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes.
Need a goat squad? Yeah. I mean, I absolutely love playing with my friends. But sometimes I think it would be fun. Like if I had, like if there was,
That's a foul.
get a couple like, 3, 4 KD guys together. I think that could be a lot of fun too. Okay. That was kind of along the bat. 52 pitches here through
Get ahead right now.
4 1/3.
Ball, that's low. Here, what?
One.
Get there. Attaboy Geloff. Okay.
Hey.
See if we can dot this one up. Ooh, close.
1-2.
Changeup's been good.
1-1-1.
Little dribbler. Get off to first.
Go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have a no-hitter going into the 6th.
Get ahead, stay ahead, buddy. No outs
That's the
here.
ball. 1-0. Heat top. 1-2 to count.
Can we get him with the curve? No? How about a little bit lower and inside? Does that tickle your pickle?
1-1.
Get their V. Attaboy.
Got him. That missed. That's
Oh,
the ball.
Blue, you got to give me that. Oh, and there it is. The no-hitter is over.
Hold it.
Changeup got up a little bit. Didn't quite locate well enough. And
Stay ahead. Stay ahead.
Cleveland gets their first runner on the board.
No balls. 1 strike. Nope. Ball. One, two.
Bummer. I guess the pressure's off, but
Ball. That's high.
I'm not going to lie. I've never pitched a no-hitter. And would absolutely love to accomplish that.
Ball.
But not today. Not today. I have come within 1 out of a perfect game before.
1 and 2's the count.
Or not 1 out. 1 inning, I think.
Ball. Count is full.
Hey, 2 outs.
Facing a full count here. Payoff pitch. Steven Kwan fouls it off. Think a changeup low and away. Ah. Fly ball out in the center. Mays is there.
I got it.
All right. So we do finally give up our first base runner here in the 6th. And I'm liking Show. He's old. He's got no gas. But he puts the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Nobody out
No
here.
balls.
Nobody.
2 strikes.
Another high fly out into right. We're under it. Out 1. .84 pitches here through 6 1/3.
That's the ball.
Come on, Perdomo. Oh, he gets on base. Finally gets a hold of the curve. Closing in on 90 pitches.
Hey, roll
But
up here.
still in command. Would like for the offense to give us a little bit more run support, but
I got it. I go.
I think we're doing okay. Stop some fastballs. And then hopefully we'll change up low and away. Oh, He actually sends that one down the third base line. That one's actually going to roll all the way to the corner. Verdugo's there. He's going home. The cutoff throw and the home plate. He's out by a mile. What are you doing? Guardians absolutely desperate to put a run on the board. Drop the like on the short. Thank you, sir.
Hey, we got no one here.
I put out a short that I thought was really funny. I thought I was going to get some gas. It only had like 6 views or something like that. Threw a loadie, and it like mysteriously fell down the stairs. Pitch number 97 coming in for the old man at Imanaga. But still well in control of this game. Pitch number 98 coming in. And that is an 87-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Love to see it.
0-2.
Hey, we got 2.
That was pitch number 100. How much gas do we have left? He's getting tired. And will we get pulled in the 9th?
Your attention.
We do.
Now pitching.
All right.
Bronson.
Bronson in to close this one out. Let's just throw some strikes. Get out of here with a dub. Spin it to win it on the slider. Gone. What are you doing, Jonathan India? Sit down.
Nope. Ball.
A bunt.
That's a ball.
Now batting. Third baseman. Mike
All right, here we go.
Garcia.
Last out. Let's wrap this one up.
That missed. That's a ball.
Giloff is there. There we go. Beautiful win. That was really fun. I really liked playing with Imanaga. That will probably be the only game that we actually play. But that was fun. Had a bit at a no-hitter going into the 6th.
Fans are finalizing.
Goes 8 innings, only allowed 3 hits, 7 strikeouts. That is a quality start right there. All right, now let's get through the month of April. Let's see, another double-A injury, but just a minor one. Lawler's out for a few days. The Cubs are interested in a trade. They want Seth Brown. There's no way I'm getting rid of Sethy. All right, so the first month of baseball's in the books. We're 20-11. We have a 1-game lead over the Rangers. We're looking good. Let's take a look at the stats. Lineup is crushing it. 300 for Vaughn, 331 for Verdugo with 6 homers. Geloff having a tough time. Meza not hitting particularly well. But we'll keep it going. Pitching, Kyle Harrison, trying to get back-to-back Cy Youngs, 2.68 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. Although a 4-3 win-loss is not great. Matsui's okay. Show looks awesome. Gillian struggling. And Stuart Orr, again, incredibly low WHIP. ERA looking a lot better than last year. Bullpen is doing absolute work. Luther Hanna, 7 saves on the board. Love it. All right, month number 2, here we go. Lots of minor injuries. Crespo out for 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 15-day. All right, so there's the month of May. Another solid month of baseball. 36 and 22, 4 games ahead of first. Jordan Lawler, holy fall off. 326 last year, only hitting 204. Lineup struggling a little bit. Kyle Harrison still looking amazing. Matsui's on a roll now. 87 strikeouts in 71 innings. That's pretty awesome. We're looking good. All right, month of June. Here we go. Losing some games here. Losing a lot of games here. First half done of the minor leagues. Got a AAA injury. Mario Velez out 1 to 2 months. We'll put him on the 60-day. All right, so June, not a great month. We had a couple losing streaks here and there. We're still in first place, 52 and 33. Lineup, everyone's on fire. Alvarez really not hitting for much power this year. I mean, still slugging over 500. I want Geloff back in. Everything else looks pretty good. I mean, Murillo's crushing it. Let's put Mead at third and then do Murillo at first, especially versus lefties. Pitching, Matsui still struggling. Let's swap him out for Hinojo. He's having a considerably good year. WHIP is so low across the board except for Gillian. Rest of the bullpen, middle relief not looking so great. Almost a 6 ERA for Kyle Brown and a 5.4 for Bronson, but again, the WHIP super low. Luther Hanna looking to be reliever of the year again. Has 23 saves already, 1.69 ERA, 0.98 WHIP. Absolutely disgusting stuff. All right, let's get to the draft. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this thing underway. All right, Pirates with the number 1 pick go with a catcher, Richie Davis. Detroit, not uncommon to see them picking in the top 3. Mets go with a starting pitcher, no surprise there. All right, let's get to our pick. And who do we got? Starting pitcher, Xavier Parnell. Although I don't know how much I trust this. Last year we saw with the scouting set to auto, we really, really struggled. I mean, this pitcher looks good. Go with that. Next pick, number 38. There was a first baseman I really liked. Yeah, Eric Guerrero. He looks really solid. We'll get him. All right, pick number 61 on the board. Not seeing a lot of really exciting options here. Just go to all. Freddie Zito. Sure. All right, just cruising through this one. Anyone that we've scouted that looks interesting? Ben Castro at center. Good speed, decent defense, decent bat. Let's go for it. Another first baseman, decent bat. Go for it. Round 5. Anyone that looks good? Not really. Let's look at all. Interesting second baseman here. Could be good. Give it a shot. I mean, round 6 here, nothing really too exciting. We'll go for the potential. Brooke Herrera. Doesn't look good, but super high potential, so you never know. All right, there's the draft. Who is in the home run derby? Tyler Soderstrom. Okay, let's see if we can get Sody a home run derby championship trophy.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits, let's get right to it. It's time for the home.
All right, so we are the first to go.
The round has officially started, so here we go.
Interesting that the camera angle
number
changed.
21, Tyler Soderstrom. It's out of here. Heads up, bleachers.
All right, 3 on the board so far. Pretty much have to hit everything opposite field here in Giants Stadium.
Goodbye. He takes on the bleacher section.
And we're doing a good job of that.
Into the bleacher seats.
Sody's crushing it right now.
Into the bleachers.
Ooh, that one's not good. I mean, I feel like we're not hitting the ball bad. We're just not getting them out.
That one is gone.
All right, pitcher, I'm going to need something a little bit better than that. Oh, that one's crushed. 430.
And into the garden.
Need to call a timeout here, get some stamina back.
Gone. That one splashes down in McCovey Cove. Another home run.
Oh, come on, Sody.
30 seconds.
Wow, 444.
That one's out of here. Now 11 home runs for him.
I don't know if 11's going to get the job done.
And no time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 11 home.
All right. So we do get beat by Isaac Paredes, and he ends up being the home run derby champion. Okay.
Your home run derby champion.
All right. All right, time to sign draft picks. Let's get our top guys on the board here. Eric Guerrero wants to sign. Let's see. Slot value is 2. We'll up it to 1.6. He signs right off the rip. That's always good. And then the rest of these guys, we really just need to scout some more. So we'll get them on the board and send them a few days. Still in first place, ahead by 8 games. All right, our number 1 pick, Xavier Parnell, wants to sign 2.5. We'll offer him that. He declines, okay. Give him some time. Get that interest up a little bit. Still declines. Okay. How about 2.8? All right, that gets him on the board. Keep scouting. Well, the rest of these guys still look like they're actually pretty good. All right. Still want to scout just a little bit more on these guys. All right, I mean, their potentials are not going down. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. We'll go ahead and offer on Castro. He signs. We'll offer on Camacho. He signs. Get these last few draft picks on the board, get them scouted, get that interest up. Trade deadline. Are there any holes that we need to fill? Lawler's having a down year, but I think he's going to figure it out. Mesa's still progressing, even though he's not hitting crazy. 238 average. I mean, not great. Only 288 on base, but I mean, if he's still progressing, we'll keep him out there. He's also great on defense, so can't argue with that. Mead's hitting well. Anyone that we would replace? Probably not. Not at second. Yeah, I think we're okay. And then pitching wise, the rotation looks solid. Bullpen looks good enough. This is so curious with Roosevelt Bronson. .83 whip is incredibly low. 21 strikeouts in only 15 innings, but a 4 ERA. All right, and then the final day to sign our draft picks. We need about 600K to sign these last guys, so we'll up it to 1.7 for Freddie Zito. He declines. Okay. And we sign our last two guys here, most likely. Okay. So we missed out on one. Unfortunate. And, hey, look at this. Look at this. What a draft. Shortstop Brooke Herrera, only 47 overall, but 98 potential. Xavier Parnell, 83 potential with 66 overall. First baseman, huge contact, on-base skills. Can't play defense, but he'll get there. Castro and center, long way to go. So a lot of long developing prospects, but great potentials. Look at that. That's crazy. 98 potential there in the final rounds. All right. Great draft. Oh my God. What a month of baseball. We only lost 4 games. And we went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. A 17-game win streak. Holy. Now 88 and 49. 13-game lead in the division. This is probably the best season we've ever had. Even though Lawler's having a tough time, the rest of the lineup is doing pretty well. The bench is looking really good. And the rotation, I would assume, yeah, Sho Imanaga just having another outstanding year. Bullpen's crushing it. Luther Hanna having another amazing year. Already up to almost 40 saves. Unbelievable team we've got here. Let's hope for another good month here in September. We have September call-ups, right. All right. Pitching's good, so I guess we just try and bring up some bench bats. All right. I guess we'll bring up McLeod. We'll add him to the 40-man. Bring him up to the MLB. And we'll bring Lawrence Butler back up. Move some other outfielders up to take their place. All right, so we're looking good there. And we have 41 players on the 40-man. Okay. All right, that takes care of that. Seattle claims Mata off of waivers. Okay. Some minor injuries to deal with. Henry Anojo out 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 15-day. Aviators down in AAA go 80 and 70, but not good enough for the postseason. Okay. And our AA team is 30 and 39, but they won the division. Okay. Some minor league minor injuries. Rockhounds have been eliminated of the playoffs by the Sod Poodles. And the Athletics, our best season yet in the franchise. We have 107 wins. We won the division. Holy, what a year. So back-to-back division wins. Now we have to fix the lineups. Like, what are we doing, game? What are we doing? Or, of course, is going to be on here. Velez will not be. Okay, that's good. That's good. Seth Brown has got to be on the roster. Martin Meza up to an 86 overall. Not a great season at the plate, but outstanding defensively, so he's definitely worth it. All right, so we fixed all that. Lineups. Let's see. We had Vaughn, Verdugo, Alvarez. Geloff, Walker, Sodi, Mead, and Meza. We'll have Murillo at first. And then versus lefties, Vaughn, Verdugo, Alvarez, Lawler, Walker, Mead, Geloff. Why is Geloff playing first? Sodi and Meza. That all looks good. Got to fill a spot here. And then the rotation. Yep. All right, everything looks good. All right, so last, we got awards. Holy. So Jordan leads the league in RBIs, Verdugo in batting average, in hits and runs, and slugging percentage. What is this? What is this? Verdugo with batting average, hits. Meza and Walker, second and third in the league for doubles. Jordan Walker, second in the league in home runs. Jordan and Walker, 1 and 2 for RBIs. Verdugo with runs. 35 home runs out of Verdugo is kind of crazy. 3 players in the top 3 with runs. Slugging percentage. What a year. Gillian, second in the league for starting pitcher wins. Luther Hanna tied for first with saves. This is just an incredible team we've assembled here. And then awards. Verdugo wins the Hank Aaron. Jordan Walker wins MVP, so the A's with back-to-back MVPs winners. Verdugo gets the batting title. Unbelievable. All right. Okay. All right, so last year we got swept by Tampa Bay. We faced them again. Game 1, win. Game 2, win. And Murillo has an ACL sprain. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. I can replace him on the playoff roster with a player of a similar position by accessing. Okay. So yeah, I'm fine with meat at first. And then Sethi, it's your time to shine, buddy. All right, here we go. Game number 4 is a win. The Athletics win the American League Division Series and will be taking on the Orioles, who won the World Series last year. All right, 107 win season, best season of the franchise so far. Game 1 versus the Orioles is a loss. Game 2 is a win. Okay, big win, 10 to 2. Game 3 is a loss. Game 4. All right, so Murillo's back. Let's get him back at first, although Mead's hitting really well. And versus lefties, okay, Murillo's in. Okay, come on, boys. We win. We need to win back-to-back games. Oh my gosh, one more win. One more win. We win the American League Championship Series and we'll be taking on the Cubs. Here we go, boys. World Series time. Let's go. Game 1's a loss. Game 2's a win. Series tied 1-1. Loss. Uh-oh. We were in a similar position versus the Orioles. Can we make the comeback? No. We have been defeated in the World Series by the Cubs. They win in 6. Oh. Zach Geloff wins playoff MVP. But, I mean, a World Series appearance, dominating the division. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right. And I think that's where I'm going to call it. We've been on this for a little over 3 hours now. I think we've had a really good run. 3 World Series wins over these 9 seasons. Another World Series appearance. We won the division multiple times. ALCS champions multiple times. Some great storylines here. We developed an absolute amazing roster on an absolute dime. And, we saw some draft picks come up and perform really well for us. Luther Hanna was one. Matsui was one. Gillian, Vaughn, Hinojo, Meza, Stewart, Orr, Padilla. These are all guys drafted that we kept in the organization and performed really well for us. We signed some big names like Jordan Walker, like Verdugo, Yordan Alvarez, multiple MVPs. What a run. What a run. Maybe we'll come back and revisit this in the future. But I think for now, it's time to say goodbye to the Oakland A's franchise. And just like in real life, we had a really good run. All right. I'm going to go grab something to eat. Haven't had lunch yet. And then I'll be on with some Call of Duty. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. Vieira, Lonely, thank you so much for stopping by. Lonely, again, thank you for the sub. Had a blast chatting with you. And I will see you all in the next one.